Hello, Libra. How are you doing? It's time for your October 2022 main monthly reading. So, if you would like to find the information on how to go about scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video, okay? Yes, the mini readings will remain on there probably throughout the month of October. More than likely. It really all depends on, what I'm doing behind the scenes, how many projects I'm working on, how busy I am and whatnot. So far, everything is looking pretty clear. So far, I'll let you know if anything changes. All right, let's jump into this. First, we're going to look at the next person coming in. Let's get the details on the next person coming in for the singles. Let's just get the details. Let's get the details on the next person coming in for the singles. Queen of Wands reversed. You may be concerned that this person is unreliable. They may kind of come across like they just really don't care. Hang on. Could be a fire sign for some of you. High Priestess, Page of Cups, okay. Yeah, I really see you overthinking this a little bit. Really trying, you're afraid to jump into this head first. Okay. Ooh, what is all this back and forth energy about, man? Y'all haven't done that to me in forever. Look, all right, so we got 5 of Pentacles upright, 8 of Cups reversed, 6 of Swords upright, the Fool card reversed. So back and forth, I really see 2 of Pentacles. I don't know. It just doesn't really seem like this person cares. Or maybe they do care and I'm just overthinking it. Or maybe they do care, but they're just really irresponsible. I just really see you going back and forth and back and forth. Right now, though, I feel like you're trying to look for red flags. Yeah, that's probably what you'll be spending most of your time doing, is overthinking this and looking for red flags. With the 7 of Swords in the reverse, though, I really don't think this person actually has bad intentions. I don't. They're not very open, though. They're not very open. So there is a lot of stuff that they're keeping to themselves and not really. But honestly, it doesn't feel like they're doing it with bad intentions. I don't think they're doing it to try to mislead you so far. It doesn't look like it. Knight of Swords, Page of Wands reverse. What's with the back and forth? Flippy floppy. That's what I used to always say back in the day. I got any old OG Libra followers from back in the day? Flippy floppy. Scales be flippy flopping, Ka-clunk, ka-clunk. We need some balance here, okay? All right, we're going in circles. Let's look at this person's true intentions. Let's look at their true intentions at the deepest level. Knight of Swords reversed. Oh, okay. So they're not very good communicators. I don't think they really know how to communicate their feelings, I don't think they really know how. But at the deepest level, they're ready to start a brand new cycle. Yeah, they're ready to start a brand new cycle. They just don't really know how to communicate their feelings and intentions, It's not that they don't have feelings and intentions. It's not that. It's just they don't know how to verbalize them, And I know some of you are saying, well, I don't need them to verbalize it. I need them to show it. Those kind of go hand in hand. They kind of go hand in hand. I mean, it's not that you have to do one or the other. This person does not know how to take what's going on in here and make it visible. I don't think they know how to do that. I don't think they know how to do that. 7 of Swords reversed again. Maybe this person did some shitty things in the past. Maybe this is somebody that you or somebody already knows, and maybe you've heard some bad stories about them in the past. Okay, but I do think that they are trying to clean things up in the future, and they do want a long-term, happy, successful relationship. Okay, 7 of Swords reversed again. It's not coming from a bad place. It's really not. It's really not, okay? I actually feel like this person does have good intentions. They just may have a bad past. But don't we all? Come on now. If you tell me you ain't never done nothing stupid or shitty or wrong in the past, I don't believe you. We all have, man. We're all humans here. Ain't none of us perfect. As long as you acknowledge it and say, damn, that thing I did back then, that was fucked up. Okay. All right, well, at least I know that, and I'm going to get to work fixing this. I'm not going to do that shit again. That's what matters. That's what matters. You know? I don't care what you did in the past. I care what you're doing today. What are you doing today? What are your plans for the future? That's what I care about. Now, when somebody has a bad past behind them and they're not doing anything to work on themselves today, then that's when I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Maybe I should back away. Okay, well, it looks like it's coming from a good place, but I guess let's go ahead and jump into the outcome here. Let's go ahead and jump into the outcome. Okay. Looks like it's headed towards success for me. Looks like it's headed towards success. Four swords reversed. Yeah, it's headed towards success, I feel like. But you're kind of, I think you're overthinking this to the point to where you're having a hard time actually feeling a connection. That can happen. You know that, right? The ego, if the ego knob is cranked all the way up, it can make it hard to hear what's really going on in here. You know? If that volume knob, you know that little voice in your head? The voice, and I'm not saying you're schizophrenic. We all have that little voice that thinks in language and it tries to figure things out. That's the ego. That's not your intuition. Okay? Your intuition doesn't have language. It doesn't speak in words. See what I'm saying? If that is cranked up too high, it can make it really hard to actually pay attention to the connection. See what I'm saying? But regardless, I do see this headed towards success. Six of Swords, not going to be the easiest transition getting there. I feel like there will be some nervousness, some anxieties along the way. But after a certain amount of time goes by, and you see that this person is consistently being who they say they are, you'll be letting your guard down. You'll be letting your guard down. Let's see if there's any advice here. Is there any advice? Any advice for Libra? Any advice? Ooh, okay. So be sure that you do the best that you can to make peace with anything in the past. Anything. Anything? Anything. There is absolutely no situation ever in which holding a grudge will help you. Ever. There's no exception to that. I don't care what it was that happened in the past. Holding on to the past is never going to help you. No, it's not. No, it is not. We have to learn from that, grow from that, and take what we learn from that and apply it to the future. See what I'm saying? That's how we create something new and get out of looping around in a toxic cycle. That's how we do that. Okay? Other than that, though, oops. Three of Pentacles. Be sure the two of you are a good team. Be sure communication is fluent between the two of you. Bam. There's no reason in the world, no legitimate reason. No legitimate reason why this shouldn't turn out very successful. Okay? And I'll tell you the same thing I told every other sign several times in the past week or two. Don't rush things. There's no rush. There's no hurry. Okay? Don't be in a hurry to spend the rest of your lives together. We got all the time in the world, man. All right. Let's look at the current person. Current person. If you're not experiencing any issues or problems with somebody who is currently a part of your life, then this is not for you. Let's look. What's the main issue here? What's the problem? What's the main issue? Okay, Ace of Swords. Judgment reversed. Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. You know what? This honestly kind of feels like, it's like, well, we're not even lovers anymore. We're just like roommates. Ace of Swords, Two of Cups. We're just like roommates. There is no connection anymore. You're sitting around constantly contemplating and thinking about just completely abandoning this altogether and just letting it crash and burn. But I don't see you doing it. I don't see you wanting to venture out into the unknown. You could be dealing with somebody who's just very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. Okay? Maybe his actions don't really match up with his words. Or he or she. I'm not trying to throw any genders in there. I'm thinking about the Knight of Wands, because in this card it's a he. But regardless of who you're dealing with, maybe this person's actions don't match up with their words. Maybe they talk a good game. You know what I'm saying? Empress reversed. Yeah, it's getting to the point where you're not really attracted to this person anymore. The attraction is fading, you know? Maybe some of you just got way, way too into the material aspect of the relationship, you know? And for some of you, nobody suspects that anything's going wrong, do they? Maybe your best friend. But the average person, shit, you probably get compliments. Oh man, the two of you are such a lovely couple. From the outside looking in, it looks amazing, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But if that's all y'all have going, and the attraction is actually dying, the connection is dying, we just feel like roommates and homies, well, we got to climb up out of this then. How are we going to do it? Let's look at how this person feels about this. How does this person feel about this? How do they feel about you? What are their true intentions? Do they have feelings for you? Are they wanting this to come to an end? Hangman. Emperor. Page of Swords, Page of Cups reversed. Oh, okay. There's that Ten of Pentacles again. Oh, yeah. See, they kind of feel the same. They kind of feel the same, but I don't really feel like they're wanting this to come to an end. But I think it might be them, though. Ten of Pentacles again. Second time in a row. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Maybe it's them. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who is just much more worried about the material things, you know, the money and the house and the bills and the this and the that. And you know what I'm saying, man? Thank you, Katie, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, okay? For the new faces in here who have no idea who I am not one of those spiritual public figures who is going to stand up here and say that money is a bad thing. No, money is not a bad thing. Material things are not bad. Okay? What's bad is when we take money and material things and worship it. That's what's bad. When you put that above and over all other things, that's when it becomes bad. And it's not the money that's bad, it's the person who has it, who's prioritizing it incorrectly. That's what it is. See, money doesn't change you, it reveals you. That's what it does. When a person gets money, it shows you their true colors. It shows you who they really are deep down inside. That's what it does. Anyway, though, I'm not trying to go too far down that rabbit hole. I guess let's look at the outcome. I don't think this person's even suspecting that there's... it's not... I'm sure if y'all have a problem, they're aware of it, but they're not really aware that you have that big of a problem with it. Let's look at the outcome then. What's the outcome? Outcome, what's the outcome? What is the outcome? Knight of Wands in the reverse. All right, last one. Somebody about to walk away from this. Is that you? Is that you about to walk away? Queen of Cups. You know what this is kind of looking like here? Looks like you're about to walk away and then immediately regret it. Yeah, see, I see this possibly turning into an on and off. I see you possibly walking away from this and then immediately regretting it, missing them, realizing you love them, and then wanting to try to reconcile things. Could be a Cancer for some of you. I didn't expect that. That doesn't come through very often like that. Okay, so this has all the ingredients that you need for an on and off, in and out cycle. All the ingredients you need. Let's get the advice here. Let's get the advice here. Let's get the advice. Four of Swords. Maybe you just need to take a little bit of a break. Maybe. Hang on. King of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, so your all cycle is not complete. It's not complete yet. It's not time to walk away from this. It is not time to walk away from this. What we have to do is we have to sit down together and have a serious discussion about the issue. You know? How do we do that? If I'm up, here's one of the this is one of the biggest problems in relationships today. One of the biggest problems. If I have a problem with something you're doing, how do I bring that up to you in a way that you'll receive it? How do I do that? You know, you see these memes flying around on social media all the time. Stay away from people who think you're arguing every time you try to express how you feel. And I'm like, wait a minute. How are you expressing how you feel? Because I've seen lots and lots of people out there who they'll say that, but if you step back and watch them, when you express how you feel, you're attacking the fucking person. See what I'm saying? You can't come at somebody aggressive, mean, angry, and attacking them and then belittle them for defending themselves. You can't do that. And I'm not saying that you are. I'm just throwing this out there generally for whoever needs to hear it. If I have an issue with something that you're doing, and I'm going to come at you aggressive, abrasive, with a shitty, nasty attitude, I better be expecting a fight. I have no right to belittle you for defending yourself if I'm going to come at you aggressive like that. So I need to figure out a way, like a mature adult, to sit down and say, I want to talk about something that's bothering me. Okay? There's something that's going on that's really bothering me, and I want to bring it to you and talk to you. You know. Now, if you do that, and they still start a fight, then you can say that, okay? And again, this isn't aimed at anybody directly. This is for whoever the hell needs to hear it. But we need to have a conversation. There's something I'm concerned about that I want to talk to you about, okay? And then go from there. What can we do to light a fire back in the connection again? You know, what can we do? Maybe start going out and doing fun stuff. Do something to break up the routine, break up the monotony. We got to do something to jam a stick in this wheel and grind this cycle to a halt so that we can turn it around and head in a positive direction. See what I'm saying? But again, like I tell you every single time, both people have to be doing it or it ain't going to work. And that's why it's so important that if you have a problem, that you very consciously and precisely figure out how to address it and bring it up in the best way possible to where it should be able to be received like a mature adult. Now, as long as you can go in your heart with a clear conscience and a clean heart and say to yourself, I did that. That's all that matters. Then it's on them. If you bring your problem to the table like a mature adult, calm, cool, collected, and they start a fight out of it, then it's on them. Okay? Then it's on them. All right. All righty. Now we're going to take a look at the past person. Past person, past person. Boom, 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 boom. Let's look at the energy surrounding Libra and the past person. If you're not interested in or inquiring about reconciling with a past person, then this is not for you. Let's just look at the energy just as it rests. Let's just look at the energy as it rests. All right. Two more. Judgment reversed. You got a lot of unanswered questions, don't you? A lot of unanswered questions. Seven of Swords reversed. Did you bust somebody in a lie? Did you catch somebody lying or possibly cheating or whatever the case may be? Yeah, because we got the Seven of Swords right next to the Ace of Swords reversed. Feels to me like you busted somebody in a lie. You either busted somebody in a lie or they took off running before you had the chance to. Okay. So there is unfinished business and unanswered questions. If you just sit around and wait on communication, I'm not seeing it come through. Not throughout October. Some of you possibly have kids with this person. I know that's not everybody, but it's at least one of you. Three of Wands, reverse, Four of Swords. Now, you just cannot get this person off your mind, can you? You still dream about this person at night? That's cool. But just know that if you have a person living in your head rent-free, it happened for a reason. Period. Nobody, do you hear me? Nobody makes their way into your head, buys up the real estate in your head, and dominates your thoughts by accident. Period. There is always a reason. And when you come to me for a personal reading, the first thing I look at 99% of the time is what that reason is. How many of you have come to me for a personal reading? Probably 99% of you. The first thing I do is I look at the soul contract. What's in the soul contract here? What was the meaning behind this connection? 99.9% of the time. Okay? So this played a very important role in your life, but that role is unseen as of right now. Okay? All right. I think you're still holding on to hope, though, aren't you? Still holding on to hope that one of these days, you know what, for some of you, you busted this person in a lie and you're having a very hard time accepting the fact that this person is a liar, possibly. All right, well, let's look. Let's see how this person feels about you. How they feel about you. How do they feel about this connection? What are their true intentions? Three of Pentacles. Ace of Swords reversed. See? I feel like they know that they screwed up. They know they screwed up. At one point in time, okay, this is kind of deep here, honestly. It doesn't normally come through this deep for general readings. So, in the past, this person wanted everything to be perfect between the two of you. Okay? However, they didn't go about accomplishing this the right way. You know, it's like I have this picture in my mind of what I want. Okay? I want that happy, successful relationship, marriage, you know, that's what I want. Now, the question is, how do I build a bridge that connects that fantasy to this reality? What steps am I going to take to make that manifest into my reality? There's unlimited different ways that you could go about doing that. You could go about doing that the moral way or the immoral way. Both paths lead to the same destination. But what separates the adults from the children is, am I going to do the right thing? And that's where it gets real dicey. Am I going to do the right thing? Am I going to follow my moral fortitude? Or am I going to lie, manipulate, use people, cheat people? That'll get you there too. It will. And that's what I feel like they did. And they know they screwed up, but they're running from it. They just want to forget that this ever happened. Pew, they want to take off, go create something new and just bury this memory and somewhere in their imagination, they think that that'll just disappear and go away. Okay. It feels like a little bit of regret. But even at that, I don't think they're allowing themselves to feel the regret. They're running from it. Okay. Well, is there going to be any kind of actions or communication here? Any actions, communication? No, doesn't look like it. If you just sit around and wait on this person, I feel like they're still walking away. Doesn't look like they're making any moves. Yeah. What's the advice then? What's the advice for Libra? Would it be a good idea for Libra to initiate communication? Would it be a good idea? Queen of Wands in the reverse. Only if you actually have the ability to maintain an open mind. Yeah, see? Only if you have the ability to maintain an open mind. What we don't want to do, and I was just telling Virgo something similar to this. What we don't want to do is paint a picture of our expectations, okay, in our mind, and then get upset when those expectations aren't met. Okay? Because the truth of the matter is that this person is not somebody that you can trust. And I don't think it's just you. 90% of the time, that's not something to be taken personally. One of the things that I learned, that used to hurt me worse than anything back in the day when I would be lied to. And then I started realizing that if you lie to me, that's because you are a liar. That's not my problem. If you lie to me, that's not my problem. That's yours. You're the liar, not me. So that's when I had to really stop thinking, why am I letting this person's stupid decisions hurt me? Like, they're the ones lying. They're the ones cheating. They're the ones casting low negative frequencies that are eventually going to end up sabotaging themselves. Why am I agreeing to let that eat me up too? I don't need to do that. No, if that's the type of person you want to be, go be that type of person. You want to be a liar? Go be a liar. You want to be a manipulator and that, okay, you go do that then. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? So just do the best you can not to have any expectations. Okay? Because if you set expectations, you will be disappointed. Alrighty, well, damn, that came through quick. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra friends needed to hear, so I am going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I am eternally grateful for every ounce of love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me day in and day out every time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.